All right, I promised you we would hit up instant insanity when we got back from break. So remember that we built 4 cubes based on this map, okay, of the cubes, except that we didn't have any green stickers, so we used silver instead of green when we built our 4 cubes. And we had these ready to go with gold, silver, red, and blue. And what we want to do is we want to figure out a mathematical way to ensure that we will solve this puzzle, because we saw how we could manipulate it, and it took us quite a long time to try to solve that puzzle. So we're going to represent the cubes in a mathematical graph. Since we need to represent each color once on each of the 4 faces of the solution, the front and back and top and bottom, and you can see that I've not done that yet, it leads us to think about how to balance opposing faces. Like when we fix this side, what's going on back here? So let's map each cube according to its opposing faces. We're going to represent the 4 colors as nodes, and we will draw a path whenever 2 colors are opposite one another on a particular cube. And we'll label each path according to which cube it's on. So actually I did designate these with some dots to remind myself of which cube was which. So I've got cube 1, cube 2, cube 3, cube 4 here. All right, so let's go ahead and map these out. So we need to have red and white, or silver, and gold and blue. Okay, so there's our 4 colors, and what we're going to do is we're going to pick up cube 1, and we're going to look at its opposing faces. So I see that gold is opposite white. I don't know if you can see that. So gold is opposite white. So we connect gold and white, and I'm going to mark that with a 1 to remind myself that that is part of cube 1. So gold and white is one pairing. Red is on top while blue is on the bottom. So we have a red-blue path, also cube 1. And then side to side we have red and gold. Okay, so red and gold, that goes there, and also cube 1. Okay, so that's mapped out cube 1. Cube 2, we have red and blue. So we draw another path, this one labeled with a 2. And then we have white on the front and blue on the back. So connect white to blue, mark it with a 2. And side to side we have gold and gold. Now this is interesting. So this gets mapped like so. It's a circle to itself. All right, that's cube 2. Cube 3, we're looking at red on top, white on the bottom. So that's that. And we've got red in the front, gold in the back. And side to side we've got blue with white. All right. So then we have the 4th cube, we have red on top, blue on the bottom. A lot of red-blue connections here. Okay. And then we had white in the front, and white in the back, so that's another cycle there, like so. And then side to side we have white opposite gold. So that would be there. Okay, so when we finished here, notice that we have each one of the cubes is represented by 3 paths going from color to color. And what we're looking for now to solve this, our goal is to have each color represented once on each of 2 opposing sides using each cube once. And we do that by finding a path that uses each number once and represents all the colors. This will solve the front and back faces. Once we've accomplished that, we will need to find a second mutually exclusive path with those same constraints to solve the top and bottom faces. Okay? So what we're looking for here, let's see if I can tighten it up here a little bit. All right, so I'm looking at the options here. So if I look at let's see, the green here is a number 2. If I wanted to use this, then green would be represented in the front and back, and I would need to find a path from red to blue to white, like a cycle that goes around here that would have to use, since 2 is taken, we would want to use 1, 3, and 4. Now here's 3 here, but if I use 3 here, I can't use 3 here. And now 2 is already represented. So if I use 2 for green, I'm not going to be able to get a 1, 3, 4 path over here. Likewise, I've got a 4 here for the white. Then I would need a 1, 2, 3 between these ones, and you can already see that there's nothing between blue and green here. So it looks like the kind of path that we're looking for does not use either of these 2 circle backs. And the other thing I'm noticing is that in order to use this path up here, I would have to be able to go down and around here. I'd need that to be kind of balancing this, and I don't have that. So both of my paths are probably going to be like a butterfly shape, like so. So let's take a look at how that would work. So if I did, let's see, 2 for one of my paths and 3 for the other. So if I use a 2 here, I'm going to be able to do, let's see, 1 or 4 here, and 3 here, and I want to use 3 here. Okay, so let's think about this. So if I'm using both of these, okay, 1 for one path, 1 for the other, 3 gets used one time here, and 3 gets used one time here. That's what I want. So as I'm looking at this, let me just kind of pull these paths out. So I've got this, like I said, butterfly shape here. All right, one of these needs to use the 3 that's here. One of these needs to use the 2 that's there. The other one, when the 3 is here, we'll be having to use the 1. And when the 2 is here, we can use this 3 over here. So now it's just a matter of filling in where the 4 and the 2 are for this one. So here I see 4 goes this way and 2 goes this way. So let's use that, 4 this direction, 2 this direction. And then here, since I used 4 already, 1 has to be there, and then 4 would be the other way then. All right, so this 4 is this one, this 2. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 here, and we've got 1, 2, 4, 3 here. Okay, sorry if that got blurry. All right, let's highlight those paths in the original document one more time so I can show you how that works. So we've got, we'll do this one with pink. There we go. Okay, so that would be 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, there's that. And then the other will be, pardon me, 1, and 3, and 4, and 2. Okay, so there are our 2 paths. You can see that they do not use the same paths twice, and they don't crisscross. So, let me, just for be thorough here, we'll highlight that so that you can see how those map onto the original. All right, so now it's up to us to use these to set our cubes up to solve the question. All right, so let's use the pink path for front, back, and we'll use the yellow path for top and bottom. So we take cube number 1, and what we're told is that we're using this connection, so red to green. So we want our front to be, or red to gold, sorry. We want our front to be red and our back to be gold. So let's do that, red to gold. Okay, so that's done. And then we'll do number 2 is going to be red to blue. So red to blue. Now we got to be a little clever here because we've already got red on the front, so we can put this red on the back while this blue is on the front. Okay, so notice we've got now gold and red on the back, red and blue in the front. Okay. Now number 3, we're going white to blue. So find white and blue. And again, if we know we've got blue in the front, we can flip this over so that our front is white and our back is blue. So now we've got red, blue, white here, and we've got yellow or gold, red, blue in the back. All right. Then number 4 is connecting white to green. So we find, or white to gold, sorry. I keep getting that confused. Okay, so white to gold, there it is. White, gold, and we look here and see what we've already got. We need the gold in front in this case, and then the white will be in the back then. So now we've got red, blue, white, gold in the front, and our back is also solved with gold, red, blue, white. All right, now the top and bottoms, now what we're going to do as we do these, we're just going to spin them like this. We're not going to change the front and back anymore because those are solved and we don't want to mess with that. So we're going to use our yellow path to do that. All right, so cube 1, we want white and gold to be our top and bottom. So actually we already have that. So there's gold on top, there's white on the bottom. Let's leave that one then. Number 2, we're going to use white and blue. So, and that is already the case as well. Now I'm just going to check these as I go. and I'm okay. I've got white and blue on the bottom. I've got white and gold on the top. That works just great. Number 3 will be red and gold. So right now I don't have that right. So there's my gold, but I've got gold on the top, so I'm going to put gold on the bottom here, and I'm going to leave the red on top. So now I've got gold, silver, or gold, white, red, and on the bottom we've got white, blue, gold. Okay, so our final one is number 4, and that is red, blue. So as I spin it, notice the blue coming on the top solves the top, and I look on the bottom, and there's my 4 colors on the bottom as well. So that's our solution, and we didn't go crazy.